Hey, you can't just change the constitution like that.
Why not? More than 2/3 of them said I can.
The Constitution is a pretty serious document. It's the foundation of our entire country. It spells out our rights as citizens, the government's powers, and also reflects Singapore's values.
Oh, is that why it's called the highest law of the land? Because all other laws must follow it?
Yeah, that's why it's designed to be harder to change than ordinary laws. 2/3 of Parliament, or a supermajority, must vote for a constitutional amendment for it to be passed. Ordinary laws need only a simple majority, so more than half the votes.
But our constitution has been amended at least 12 times in the last 8 years. Isn't that a lot?
I guess so, if you compare it to the US Constitution. It's been amended just 27 times since it came into effect in
1789.
Duh! The US Constitution is basically impossible to change. When you have two heavyweight parties, you need a supermajority in Congress and most of the 50 states have to agree.
Right, exactly. But in Singapore, the PAP has more than 2/3 of the seats in Parliament. So in theory, it can change the constitution whenever it wants, which is also why the Workers' Party says it wants to win at least 1/3 of the seats in Parliament.
But shouldn't laws respond to changing norms and needs and be updated to protect our rights? Like in 1990, when our leaders wanted more political diversity in Parliament, they amended the constitution to introduce a nominated MP scheme. Also, Singapore's young and maybe we're still figuring out what works for us.
True, but think of the constitution as the foundations of a house. If it keeps the house stable by establishing key principles, some legal experts think changing it too often could undermine it. Major amendments are especially dicey.
Like when the government amended the constitution in 2016, that created the reserved presidency and set stricter criteria for private candidates.
Madam President, if I was about... Madam Speaker.
Some experts say the amendment helps ensure minority representation and isn't bad in principle, but it was passed right before the 2017 election and took immediate effect, even though there were suggestions to wait till the next election cycle to implement the changes. That's why some critics saw this as a political maneuver.
I guess it's easy to change the constitution when you have one dominant party.
But just because you can do something doesn't always mean that you should.
Changes the game, plays and erase the stakes.